Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer Long from Be So Inspired, and we're here back for our regular Wednesdays. So we have something amazing planned every month for the rest of this year. It's going to be so much fun. And if you want to see what's happening, there's a calendar on the homepage of the Be So Inspired website. And you can always just take a look. It's a Google Calendar, so you can link it to your own calendars as well. You can sync it to them and always be in the know when everything's happening. So Wednesday afternoons at Be So Inspired, we join live and connect together, and I love this time with you. So before we get started on all of the fun things that September is going to bring for us at Be So Inspired, let's just talk about, let's talk about today, what is your favorite fall recipe? So it doesn't have to be apples yet, we might get there, but a favorite fall recipe that just, when you eat it, maybe you only cook it at fall, at autumn time. What's the thing, the one thing? So I've already done our harvest meal. It's like corn on the cob, garden potatoes, garden beans and carrots, a chicken. Usually we have, that's a local chicken. We don't raise our own chickens, but a neighbor does. So yeah, that is definitely just fall. And then I usually try to do a dessert that's with something in the fall as well. So apples or zucchini. Yeah, so that's fun. I'd love to hear in the comments what your favorite fall, what foods feel like fall to you. The smelling of cooked apples definitely feels like fall to me. And apples are just such an awesome fruit. They last so long in the fridge when you pick them off of your trees, but you can make them into so many different things. You know, my kids have eaten them since they were babies. We made homemade applesauce. We threw some strawberries in there to make it even more red or pink, depending on how you make your applesauce. There's so many ways, to change the color of it and all the things. There's apple pies and apple muffins and apple desserts, and just that smell of apple and cinnamon cooking in the kitchen just feels so warm and dear and homey to me. So I decided that I just couldn't wait any longer, and I had to design an apple quilt. So in September, we're talking all about apples, but not just quilts. So that's going to come in a minute. So if you are a doll maker or a craft maker, there's apples for you too. So just stay with us. But I designed this apple quilt for a number of reasons. It's a simple 12-inch block. So each of these blocks are 12 inches. Here you can make this the full apple or the sliced apple with the little seeds. It's all traditionally pieced, and it's just really fun to make. So we're running a sew along at Be So Inspired in September. It's called Apple a Day Sew Along, because we love you to join us and make one apple every day for the whole month. If you're making this full quilt, it's 5 by 6, so that's 30 blocks, and September hath 30 days, so it really works out just excellent to make an apple a day. But you don't have to make the full quilt. You can make table runners. If you still want to make an apple a day, you can make 5 table runners, and you have all your Christmas presents for the year. You can make a baby quilt. The instructions are in the pattern as well for that and for the table runner. Or like I said, you can make a couple other little fun apple things, and I'll show you those in a minute. So if you are interested in joining us and you want to get, there's all the emails that are just going to the apple season sew along. So we're not going to send these emails out to our wider list, but just to the people that are registered for the sew along. The sew along is totally free. So you just go to the Be So Inspired website, click on an apple season post, and you'll see the link just to sign up for the sew along. Click on that and you just put your email in, and then you'll get all the emails in September with links to these videos and all the things for apple season. So I hope that you join along with us. The link's also at the bottom of this video for that. If you would like to make this pattern, we are getting prepared today. So you can grab the PDF right from the website, besoinspired.com, or from Etsy as well. I've got it on the Etsy shop as well. So the PDF, you just print it off and you'll get your pattern in there. It has 3 sizes in there. So it's the table runner, the crib, and the lap size. So it gives you cutting directions for just one block. I love when we give cutting directions for just one block. So you can make just a hot pad if you want, or put it on a bag, or a pillow or anything. Or you can make like the table runner or the baby quilt or the full apple season. If you know anything about me, you know that I used to be an early childhood educator. And so it's always in the back of my head how we can relate like early learning to our quilts. I love this quilt because it's going to be in my living room in my farmhouse, and it looks just fantastic in there, like as an adult, but it's also a great quilt for children. And there's so many ways that we can explore how fun this quilt is. So, you could do counting with the kids, and you could pick let's find all of the solid apples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they can go around and count all the solid apples. Now let's cut all the sliced apples. So you can count all of the sliced apples. You can go further and categorize it differently. Can you count all the red apples for me? So 1, 2, if they're sliced or not, 3, 4, 5, right? Or how many seeds are on this quilt? And there's just so many ways to play. And then when they cover themselves up on the couch, they can think about these things that you have just, started the conversation for, and you'll be surprised at like what comes from that. So I love that it's like a multi-generational quilt. All right, so let's get prepared and make sure that we're all ready for our apple a day in September. All right, so I just have one block here to show you the size of the block. They are 12 and a half unfinished, and when you put them in the quilt, they're 12 inches finished. And I cut all my pieces out. So I put them on a little felt board, so I have them all here. They're all cut out already. And you can use the letter labels. You don't have to use the letter labels. So these are just like bonuses to the patterns. But if you get the pattern, it gives you a little code and it tells you where to download them. So you'll just go, it's on the page 2, I believe. Yeah, so on page 2, it'll just give you the code and you just type it in and you'll get these two together. You'll get just the apple season letter labels, so you can just cut them out and attach them to all your pieces, especially if you're going to be like chain piecing a lot of pieces, you'll want to know. And then there's also a coloring sheet. So this is a great way to involve children in your life if you want them to have a little bit of control over this and they can decide where the colors go. It's so relaxing to color also. So if you want to see, I'm thinking about doing, something different, a little bit less scrappy. I want to have it more controlled, use the coloring sheet just to color in and sort of see what you think and how it looks. So that's really, really fun. Those are downloads when you get the pattern. So again, on the site, you can get on the Be So Inspired site or on our Etsy shop, you can grab the PDF pattern. It's instant download, so you'll get it right away. And then you can also order the pattern. If you're a shop, you can order the pattern through Checkers, and there's paper patterns as well. So that's really, really fun also. Okay, so apple season, we've cut our fabrics. I know people have been asking me, hi everyone, yes, hello, nice to see you. I can't always see your name on the live because I have it streaming to YouTube and Facebook, but I will go through all the comments after, so please do comment. So good to see you. All right, so people have been asking what fabrics I used. I used this beautiful stack. I pulled out, there's also some blues and some grays. I've pulled those out, but I've kept the apple colors. And this is a basic, a Riley Blake basic, which means that it's forever available, not like a designer collection that's only available for, a window of time. A basic is available like always. So this is called Bee Plaids. It's by Lori Holt for Riley Blake, and it has lots of just different gray colors. And so I used that fat quarter bundle, and I just want to show you one print in there that I love. I'm going to see how close I can get. So this one even just looks like little apple seeds. I just love it in the center there. It could be bows, but I'm imagining it's apple seeds in the center. So I love that one. So I used that. I'll have a link to it also in the bottom of this video, so you can just quickly grab that link going to the Fat Quarter Shop if you like to get it there. And then I used for my background, I know I've got lots of questions about the background on this quilt. I was debating between two backgrounds. Wasn't sure if I wanted to go a little darker, like a cinnamon kind of a color. And I actually pulled a few of my friends to decide about that. But I ended up with going with tea dye here. It's C120. It's a confetti cotton, and it is tea dye. It's just like a wonderful, wonderful color, and it's turned out really great. I'm so happy with it because sometimes it's great to have like really, really light backgrounds on a quilt, but sometimes if they're going to get used a lot, it's nice to have a little bit darker. And I really wanted the inside of the apples to pop. So I wanted to just sort of stay away from white for me, but I think that all of them would look good, and I can't wait to see what background colors you choose. I know there's already been some discussion on Instagram with people sharing their fabric pulls and even asking for others' votes. It's really, really fun. So if you do share on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube here or on our Facebook group, please make sure you tag me at Be So Inspired. So you need to use the @ symbol and then write Be So Inspired, because then I make sure that I see it. So that's excellent. You can also use the hashtags, which are found in there, and it's just Apple Season Quilt, I believe. Yes, Apple Season Quilt. Okay, so you can do Apple Season Sew Along too. I'll follow both of those. After you've cut all your pieces out, you can sew 1 apple a day, or you can sew all your 7 apples for the week and just post them 1 a day. It's really, really up to you. And it's just an easy sew along. You're going to get inspiration emails if you join the sew along. Often there's going to be a couple of little surprises in there and a few links. So we'll meet back here every Wednesday to just do a check-in, see how everybody's doing. We can like just share some inspiration. You can share more of your questions if you have any. You can share with us any recipes you might have that involve apples. Anything fun is always welcome. Just a little sneak peek, because you are here with me on the first day, I'll show you what is coming. So I love quilts. They are a big love for me, but I also love dolls and all things like stuffed and fun and 3D, and I love crafts. So we decided to take this apple season and pull it across all the boards. So I'm really excited about that. So starting with our like doll lovers, we designed this wonderful stuffed apple. This is a sneak peek because the pattern is not coming out until next week, and it's going to come out in the Makers Club. So if you haven't heard about the Makers Club, it is a brand new club. We have all of our clubs combined for an even less price. It's so exciting. I'm so thrilled to be able to offer it and really over deliver. So we had a quilt group, a block of the month group, and we had a modern ragdoll membership, and it was awesome. And both groups were fantastic. And what I found when I was running these two groups is that people love being over delivered to. I mean, like, who doesn't, right? Like, people just love surprises and extras and, you know, more value than what they are, you know, investing in, right? And so I decided to take that sort of to the next level. And, you know, it feels really, really good. It feels really good. So we just haven't done a full launch yet. We've just been doing a soft launch for it, but it's been so exciting and the comments have been so positive. All you have to do is in the Be So Inspired site, there's a tab that's Makers Club. So everything that's in there, you can actually see now. So you don't have to be a member to see it. So full exposure. There's like nothing hiding. If you join, you can cancel anytime. There's just none of that, all that tape that happens, you know? And so you can see all the tutorials, you can see everything that's involved in all of the different tabs. But in order to download the patterns for it, which are all included in the SVG cut files, and sometimes we have machine embroidery files or we have quilt patterns, you can see all of that stuff in there. You'll just need to become a member, and then all that gets unlocked. So for the annual member, all of that gets unlocked for all the past content as well, and monthly members get all of the month and the last month as well. So if you're just interested in this pattern, you can just sign up for the month if you like. Obviously, we hope you stay for longer, but you get at least 4 to 8 patterns every month in that club, and it's just worth it checking it out because it's so much inspiration, and we can't wait to sort of share more about it. And you'll hear more about it in the coming days. So this is a sneak peek of the stuffed apples, and they come in 3 sizes in that in the patterns that come with it too. So that's really fun. There's a craft that's coming up too. I'm going to hold on to that one a little bit closer so I can make you come back and join us for apple season sew-alongs, because that one's coming a little bit later in apple month. But if you like paper crafts or if you like felt crafts, you're going to want to be here for that apple one too. So happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting the apple season and spreading all of the apple yummy recipes and joy and all of the fun. It means so much to me that you are here. Thank you for sharing on social media. I know social media is sort of a changing animal right now, and it means really so much to have you share. And if you don't want to miss anything that we are doing at Be So Inspired, subscribe to our YouTube channel, join the Facebook group, or make sure that you're part of our newsletter, our weekly newsletter. Okay. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I can't wait to get started on apple season together, and I'll see you really soon. Bye for now, everyone.